This program is designed to provide general information with regards to the subject matters covered. This information is given with the understanding that neither the hosts, guests, sponsors, or station are engaged in rendering any specific and personal, medical, financial, legal, counseling, professional service, or any advice. You should seek the services of competent professionals before applying or trying any suggested ideas.
Hi there, it's Brian Sebastian, Movie Reviews and More, and if it's Tuesday here, we are live at 5 p.m. West Coast time, 8 p.m. East Coast time, and here we go, K4HD live on Top 4 Media, Radio, TV, Podcasting, Worldwide TV Network, WomenOnTV.tv, iTube 247 out of Franklin, Tennessee. So we got to start with this. We got to welcome back our usual co-hosted characters, obviously from Linda Steele from Chicago, Pod, which she is. We got all right, so there's Terri Marie at Nonstop out of Redondo Beach, California. I feel like I'm a wrestling announcer sometimes. And hopefully Todd out of Miami, Florida. Singer-songwriter. Well, we'll get to you later, Tosh. But I got to start with my friend because Greg and I go back 6 years ago with the Hollywood Film Festival, owner and operator of Studio G, if that's still correct because it's off the top of my head, Greg. Executive Director, Beloit International Film Festival in Beloit, Wisconsin, not too far from you, Linda.
Yep.
We call it the mini Sundance of the Midwest, and it's one of the best film festivals in the entire world. Why? Not only because I said so, but because it is. The one and only Greg Gerard.
Hey, Brian. Nice to see you, man. Always good to be on your program. Good evening, ladies.
Hi, Greg.
Hi, Greg.
So nice to meet all of you. And yes, Linda, can you hear me? I'm just about 90 minutes north of you.
I thought I heard feedback. That's what that is.
Yes. Can you feel the electricity of the coming independent film festival that's about to explode on the internet this year up here in Beloit in the Wisconsin-Illinois state line area? We're one of those what we call gateway cities.
Yeah.
Right on the border. They've got the dispensaries just across the border in northern Illinois. So there's a lot of traffic going back and forth there. Wisconsin hasn't come up to speed yet with all of that. But,
it's funny because today in today's world, more people from Illinois would rather live in Wisconsin. There's a lot of talk going on. People are selling here, moving to Wisconsin. Taxes are cheaper. It's really starting to develop. So yeah, that's the talk. Don't tell anybody.
We've had a ton of them in Lake Geneva. I can tell you that. A lot of Chicagoans really enjoy Lake Geneva, which is just about 40 minutes northeast of here. We've got a wonderful little, what we call a boutique film festival. Brian is correct. It was originally patterned after the very first, like the Sundance model, the way they started that film festival. That's kind of how the founders of this festival created it. They started kind of putting it all together in 2005, and our first festival was in 2006. And now here we are celebrating our Sweet 16. This is going to be our 16th film festival. And in the world of indie, small indie nonprofit film festivals, the lifespan isn't so great, So we're pretty proud of the longevity that we've had, and it's really a wildly popular festival right in our region. Our citizens have really kind of claimed ownership to us finally over the years. They're really proud of what we bring to the city. So we're of course dealing with this pandemic like everybody else. Our festival was finished on March 1st, last year. And then all hell broke loose. And I was thinking like, we really dodged a bullet, and this will all be gone by next year this time. And it's not. So here we are doing the virtual thing. There's going to be a lot of what we're doing right now all throughout the 10 days of BIFF. So glad to be here to start sounding the alarm and get people excited about coming and visiting and seeing some great films at BIFF 2021.
I hope so. You know, Greg, I was actually at Sundance maybe 2 years ago. I think it may have been 2018. I wasn't there for the film festival. I was there to go skiing. It just so happened to fall on a weekend that I was going to be there. And we were like, hey, well, shoot, while we're here, let's go see some of these films. And all of the ones that I wanted to sign up for, they were already sold out, or they were at times where, you know, I was going to be skiing, so I wasn't able to see them. And I know that this is kind of a bummer for you because this would have been just your second year as an executive. Right? Is that correct?
This is my second year as executive director.
So, so I know this was going to be really exciting for you, but as a viewer, because I wasn't able to see not even one film, even though I was there, this may really be an opportunity for people to see a lot more of the films. How are you going to be opening up to the public? Are you going to be selling only a certain amount of tickets, or is it going to be open to unlimited?
We went back and forth on this, and one of the good things about being at the very beginning of the pandemic and having a whole, this whole time to plan for it, we got to watch how other festivals were doing it.
Right.
And I'm a big fan of the Toronto International Film Festival. When I found out that they were going to use Shift 72 out of Auckland, New Zealand as their virtual platform, I went right away there and checked out. And they had a price category that our little festival could afford. They also have like ones that, only Toronto or somebody like that can't afford. But they are, I figured, if it's good enough for Toronto, if it's good enough for South by, if it's good enough for Sundance and Cannes, I think, we're gonna go that route. So we chose that right away, like in the summertime. And what we were going to do is have a hybrid festival where we would have a little bit, everything up in the air and everything on the ground, but of course, social distanced and smaller crowds. But as we got closer toward the end of fall, our local health organizations asked if we would do the responsible thing and not put people in seats. So
right.
We're all about the safety and about, that kind of thing. So we're just going to be virtual. And I'm so far super happy with Shift 72. They're really easy to work with. They've given us lots of time, tutorials, Zoom tutorials, and so far we're in the process of uploading all of our film assets, and that's going well. What we're going to do is a video on demand festival. We after studying it, it was like, you put it on a schedule, and then people have technical issues. They don't get to join the movie on time. Mm-hmm. Then you've got all kinds of refunds to deal with. And and of course, in our world, our demographic is a lot of the 55 to 85 kind of category that like to go to film festivals. So we wanted to give them a chance to work with the tech. So we're going to go video on demand. Actually, we get a 30-day package with these people. So the 10 days of BIFF will happen, but you'll still be able to watch more films after the festival is officially closed. And what we're going to do is we have a whole schedule of Q&As. So people can watch the movies whenever they want, look at the schedule, find out when the Q&A is happening for one of the films that they saw, and they can just join that. And then we'll also have all of our Q&As recorded so people can still see them, even though they can't really interact.
See, I just think that is, it just brings a completely different opportunity to people. As I said, I was all the way there, Park City, Utah. I didn't get to see not one.
That's tragic. So,
I know, what a shame. So I at least am, I'm sure I'm not alone in that, where what if you want to see one and there's another one showing at the same time? You have to choose one or the other. You can't be in two places at once. So Linda, if this is going to be open.
Welcome to the world of press. We would literally have to run to one because they only have small screening rooms.
Right.
And everybody wants to go to Sundance. I refuse to go see a movie in the snow. That was my whole thing. So I was going to come back later, unless I went to BIFF, which I did.
Yeah.
And it was fun. Terri, you will remember Greg. Greg was the projectionist who helped pick films for Hollywood Film Festival. However, he also played acoustic guitar and sang with Victoria. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I remember that. That was awesome.
I played that junk guitar that Brad found. He got it from those people in South America or wherever that they make guitars and instruments out of the landfill.
Landfill Harmonic was the movie. So Linda, you would have loved this movie. I think it was out of Argentina. So here's the backstory of the films. Beloit had better films than the Hollywood Film Festival. That their team was put together by Rod Bodwin, who's still alive, was a great film person. Well, I gotta say that. Rod would laugh at that. But the backstory is that Rod was assistant with the Clive Davis for what was it, 11, 12 years. Greg, you were kind of around doing that. This is on the music side. But Greg, yeah, and Greg was our projectionist, but he was more than that. But I admired him because not only was he nominated for a Grammy, he's a great singer-songwriter and played. And when he and Victoria got together and sang for that's the St. Jude's thing, I thought that was really, really good for the film festival. But the film festivals, Beloit Films on Film Freeway and Without a Box, they had some of the best films out of Chicago, around the world. To this day, I don't know how you get these people uploading the films. And then we can get into talking to Jessica submitting her music video. Tasha will like this.
Jessica's in the festival. She's vying for an award in the music video category. She made her own video, got together with some friends or whatever, and made a video, and it's a wonderful song, and she does a great vocal performance. So yeah, in fact, that was was that the last time I was on with you, Brian?
Yes. So Greg, out of the 13 co-hosts, Greg has only met he's only met 5 of the 13.
I've watched the intro a few times. I'm vaguely familiar with everybody, but yeah. So what we're doing with another thing you should know about with our film festival this year, and Linda, if you got some free time on either of the 2 weekends of our festival, we're going to be showing 6 drive-in movies. We're going to have a drive-in theater.
Oh, wow. So like for real, we get to drive our cars there, and
you can drive into the lot. We'll have a screen set up, and it's we just get a FM transmitter and everybody tunes to 94.7, and they listen and watch, and we're encouraging people to pick up food at our downtown food vendors, restaurants, and so on to help. Everybody's hurting so badly.
Yes.
So
I would love to support that.
We've done these before. I actually did one in December. It wasn't, but there was no snow on the ground yet. So this is going to be interesting to see what kind of weather. Like I said, Puxatawny Phil kind of pissed me off today. It's 6 more weeks of winter. I was hoping that things would start to lighten up a little bit around the 19th, but we're going to do it. We're going to have some fun with it, and it's a way to have some community. Regardless of our sort of virtual existence right now.
Yeah. Oh, I would love to support that. I will definitely be getting more information from you about that.
Sure.
Do you have a list now of the films that are going to be there? Are you still getting films involved?
Yeah, all the films are chosen. We've got all of them are available online at beloitfilmfest.org. I don't know if you can get that graphic up, Brian. BeloitFilmFest.org. That's BELOIT.
Okay.
Fest.org.
Okay, great.
Everything's up there. So,
do you have any? Are you allowed to say, hey, try to watch this one or that one, or do you have to stay neutral on all of them?
Well, I mean, we can all have our favorites, I mean, we've got a real wide array of films. We always do. We have we like to. We're not really themed or anything like that. We're a little bit of this, a little bit of that kind of fest, and we've got a couple of great. Well, my favorite film in the festival is one called Materna, and it's kind of. Have you ever seen Shortcuts? Robert Altman, Shortcuts. It's like you've got several different stories going on, but at a certain point in the film, they all intersect.
Okay, love that.
Different stories. Mm-hmm. I think the biggest star in it is Rory Culkin, actually. I don't know if you're familiar with the Culkin family.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
Actors in it. But it's just a marvelous film, and we've got some great documentaries. We've got a doc on Mr. It's called More Than Miyagi. It's about Pat Morita's life.
Oh, wait a minute. You have that one?
Yeah, we got More Than Miyagi.
Oh, wow.
Wow, that would be a cool one to watch.
We've got a great doc called Kiss the Ground with Woody Harrelson, of course. Climate
Oh,
Change.
that's a great documentary. That's on Netflix too.
And a real nice variety of international films. You know, we've got a Chicago film in the bunch this year. Actually, it's called Roy's World. Barry Gifford's Chicago. And Barry Gifford is like a legendary screenwriter from Chicago.
Okay.
Worked with David Lynch, and this film is narrated by Matt Dillon and Willem Dafoe and Lily Taylor.
Oh, wow.
And we're hoping, we're still working on getting them on board to do a Q&A with us. And the filmmaker, Rob Christopher, the director, he said if we can get any one of them on, maybe Barry Gifford will come and join us as well. Apparently he's kind of reclusive, but if you're from Chicago, this is a very fun film because it does all this history from back in the 40s and 50s.
Great
clips from all over the place, and it's very artistic, esoteric, kind of almost a little bit of an experimental hybrid doc.
I would have to get my mom to watch that with me because that would really be up her alley. She grew up in the city. I mean, I did too, but that was in the 70s. But she grew up in the city in the 40s and 50s, so that would be perfect for her.
Yeah, it's so like I said, and we do there will be a fair number of Chicago area films in the festival, both short films and feature length, that are part of our Wisconsin Illinois showcase. Mm-hmm. And for the last 7 or 8 years, we've been doing this to kind of give some face time to all of these indie filmmakers from our region that have a hard time getting into festivals. You know, it's like, you know, a lot of these people just, you know, they don't get seen.
Right.
So we have this, part of it was designed for was when we're on the street, the first weekend, the whole city is just filled up with Wisconsin and Illinois filmmakers, Chicagoland, Milwaukee, Madison, you know, and they just really add a nice dimension to the festival. But lots of great content, and you know.
Well, no matter what, we're all going next year because next year is a different year. So, all right. So, Greg, we're staying at, what is it? Is the Beloit Hotel, that new one that they built? Is it that one?
Well,
the Ironworks?
The Ironworks Hotel. It was, I think it might have been still the Beloit Inn when you were here.
That was beautiful.
It's switched over to everything about Beloit now has an Ironworks theme because this multi-billionaire resident we have here.
Yeah.
made Beloit her own little sim city. So she's and it's all based on this Beloit Ironworks factory that went out of business, and she restored it, actually repurposed it, and so everything is kind of connected to that.
No matter what, there's 10 of us. There's 10 of us coming next year, Greg. No matter what, I don't care what's going on.
We got room for you,
Terri. You'll love it because you remember what we did at the ArcLight in Hollywood. It's
yes.
Those small little bars. I love that, and they're all within walking distance, just sort of like Sundance and Park City. It's just wonderful, and the people are so nice.
Same kind of setup.
Yeah, and I've always said this. I always told Greg we have to have our own panel, and I always knew who was going to be on it. I knew what it was going to be. I'm still going to have that, Greg. Linda, I'm telling him what to do, and it's his film festival.
You sound like me. You've been hanging out with me.
No, because it's such a great place. It's, what is it, 36,000 people that live there?
Yeah,
it's a great place.
About that, and it's just it's an old school kind of downtown. We've won several awards for like American Main Street awards, and it's just it's been getting better and better every year because of Diane Hendricks and her focus on the infrastructure of downtown Beloit, and she's built so much, you know, restaurants. I live in one of her buildings right here downtown. She loves the film industry. In fact, she has been involved in her own film company for years. She was an investor in Rocket Man.
Yep.
And
she's very, very, very nice woman.
To name one.
Wow.
So she really has a soft spot for the film festival, partly because she's bringing a lot of new people into the community, and they need to be entertained, and we're arts and entertainment, right? And so it's just a perfect match. It's tough to be in the arts and entertainment business, especially right now. So Diane has been a huge boost to what we do.
I just remember, Greg and Linda and Terry will like this too. There were 2 fitness movies that were entered that I love. Matter of fact, one of them was Patrick Rivera's The History of Bodybuilding. To this day, it's one of the best ones in. However, that year there were better films in it, but it was still an excellent film. And people don't realize, to watch a lot of these films, to rate them. Linda, you've got your own barbell rating system, which I think is brilliant. That's how we met, Greg.
Yeah.
I want her to take that, and when she rates her films at Beloit or whatever, she can use her own rating because she created it already. She's already got it, but it works. Yeah. It's basically the sound editing, film editing, like we would rate our films. And I thought it was brilliant that she created something like that. And then Terry, you'll like the people in the town, because I love going into those small little bars, because whoever they have coming in, it's like you lived there. Small little atmosphere. I forgot when I was there. What was it? 2018? I mean, 2016.
2016, I think it was. Yeah.
It was just fun. Everybody was just playing music and just drinking. It was just great. And then Tosh, you would really love it because it's about performing in there.
Yeah. Let's hear from Tosh, the musician. See, because I'm really a musician who kind of got passionate in this film business. So I want to hear what you're talking, what you're all about.
Yeah, Josh, tell him.
I was waiting for my opportunity to tackle.
Yeah.
I just started literally, not singing. I've been singing for a while, since I was a young kid, but professionally, it's been about 3 years. And then last year I launched my career as a Latin pop singer. So it's been quite, I literally launched right when the pandemic happened. So it was a little bit nerve wracking, and I was like, well, maybe this is perfect because everyone's online. So it's been working out pretty good for me. I've been learning a lot about social media marketing. I've been just kind of focusing more on the creative side and kind of see what genre really pulls to me, and and I can connect with just fans or people who listen to that type of music. So that's what I've been focusing on. I have about 4 songs out. I do have a couple projects for this year, and I have a new song that's coming out in March. So I'm just kind of just enjoying the whole journey of just being able to write and see what type of genre I like. I do Latin pop, but I've kind of gotten I've gotten some love for Brazilian funk music. So who knows? I might experiment with that and see what gives.
You just had a nice, hold on, Greg. You just had a nice write-up. You forgot to tell them about that and your music video. What happened? How many views did you get, and how did you do it?
So it has 40,000 views on Instagram. Ooh. And I got an article from a Spanish newspaper in Atlanta that wrote about my music video. So it's
congrats.
Thank you.
What's the name of the song?
It's called Menea. So and my artistic name is Nathasha Rumbos. I just vocally Tosh is more of my on-air name. But just search me as Nathasha Rumbos Menea, and then you can literally find it everywhere. On YouTube, you can see the video on YouTube. My friend actually made that video, and I was going to ask because he's an aspiring, filmmaker. And I have a couple friends who are in that want to be in that industry. So I was wondering, so the films that you get for your festival, are there any specific that you look for in a film to be able to be shown in the festival?
Well, we have a process, of course. We have what we call pre-screeners, and this year we had about 20 people that all have access to the Film Freeway platform. So the submissions start coming in, and we just start assigning films, and everybody starts looking at them. And we try to get, a handful of of critiques, ratings on each submission. And then, and of course, I'm watching films. We had 583 submissions this year. So obviously I can't watch all of them.
Yeah.
So that's how it starts. And then as we start to move into the fall, then that's when I start going through and looking to see what's really rising to the top. And then we have a small committee that kind of pores over the material. And I mean, do I try to fill holes for certain genres or certain types of films? I do. I look for ways to make sure that we've got enough variety to keep everybody happy. But by and large, it's the ratings. It's the numbers. And one thing we do at our festival is we give a great rate of every submission. We don't, these filmmakers, you're a musician. When you send your song in, you want somebody to listen to it, right? And to listen to the whole song. So that's what we do here. We make sure that every film gets looked at from top to bottom. And yeah, it's a little different every year, but we always manage to have a great batch of films by the end of the process. And gosh, I wish we would have been on together a couple months ago. Then you could have been in the festival too.
Oh, I had no idea. Right now, like Brian said, music video category.
She was working. I tried to get her. She was working.
Wow.
Yeah. See, now the thing is we haven't done a music video category before. This is the first year we're doing a music video category. And I'm looking forward to building off of what we got this year. I think next year's batch is going to be a little stronger. We're probably going to spend more time curating films in the music video domain. So I know who you are now, so I'll go and I'll send you a waiver so you don't even have to pay the submission fee.
Wow, you're definitely gonna have me. Yes, I wish I knew, because it would have been like awesome. I'm actually building a music video right now. So it's more of like a storyline. So that would have been perfect, but it's okay. Maybe I can submit it next year.
What's your process are you a writer? Are you strictly a singer? How do you get your music recorded and produced?
So technically I'm a singer, but I do have my own producer who does, we create the beats together, and then I kind of just take the beat and just sit down and kind of just brainstorm ideas and melodies and lyrics. And then that's the process to that. But I like to be involved in everything, like, creating the music video, like what's going to go in what. Like I try to do a little bit of everything so I could feel like I'm like 100% involved in the whole process. And that way it feels more like, it's a project that I really was involved in. So when it comes to like the music video that we're doing now, I kind of have like, I wrote like a couple like just scenarios, and, my friend who's into film, he kind of helped it patched a little bit together so it could be more like a storyline. And I love it. Like I've never been to a film festival, but like, I don't know. I've clearly been not living on Earth, because this sounds so cool. Like just to go and see films and then a drive-in now. Like, come on, Nathasha. I don't know what I was thinking.
Yeah, I had a lot of plans for this music video component this year, and we were going to have one of our venues that was going to be dedicated to the music video category, and then we were going to bring people in, have our visiting musicians, perform. There was going to be a stage there, and we were going to show the music videos, and then there would be performances throughout the week, and it would have been a really nice combination for the downtown. But unfortunately, we'll have to wait till next year. So.
And yes, we will be there no matter what, because I already got our testing and everything. So we're going. There's 10 of us coming, Greg, and we're going to have our own panel. And then Terry's going to be motivational speaking. And then Linda and her daughter are coming with their macrame meals.
That's right.
All right, Terri, tell Greg what you've been doing with your TikToks. I'm not sure he's been watching them, but I think he has been.
I don't know. Not everybody likes them. So some people like them.
Who cares, as long as you're happy doing them?
Exactly. Brian, Yes.
Terry's
Well, I'm just learning a lesson that I've been told this, that the more when you try new things, you're gonna have people that are gonna be like, "What the F are you doing?" Sorry, that's just So I've been trying to be creative on there, just with some skits, with some pushing the limits. Just I don't know, see what works. And then it's just weird because either people really like it or they're like, "Why are you doing that?" So I'm going through this little like creative, like challenging moment right now. I think it happens with all of us, and then you doubt yourself. So, but I'm a fitness competitor, so I'm training for that again. But nice. I don't feel like right now I haven't done a show in a while, so I haven't felt like I wanted to put any fitness stuff up there till I get myself back to where I need to be. But I don't know. That's what I'm doing. So I'm trying not to get discouraged. So it's up and down every day with the feedback I get. But when you put yourself out there and you kind of do different things, sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. So I guess that's kind of where I am. So today I'm just kind of like a little bit like I'm confused.
Where are you operating out of?
What do you mean? Where am I operating out of?
Are you in LA or
I'm in Redondo Beach, California. Yeah.
Oh, you're in. Okay. I get it.
Yeah.
Sorry, I got to pay closer attention.
Yeah, that's okay.
What's your name on TikTok?
It's Terri Marie Nonstop, and then that's my.
Oh, you know how many people are gonna follow her all of a sudden now?
Because
I follow you. I follow you.
I'm on, and then on Instagram, it's Terri Marie Nonstop on all platforms, and then my website is TerriMarieOfficial.com. I think it's just because I'm older, because I'm 50 years old, and I don't look my age, so I think like my friends that are my age kind of judge me a little bit more because I can get away with some of the stuff I get away with. I don't know if that makes any sense.
Right, and you know what I tell her? When you get over 3 million views a day and counting, then you can tell her what to do.
Wow.
That's what I say, right, Linda? Because you're not paying her rent, you're not doing anything. She's not doing anything wrong.
The end story of this is if you're creative, either with music or if you're creative in comedy, if you're creative or whatever you're doing, sometimes you got to try stuff to push your boundaries, and you're going to get negative feedback from friends and family, and some of them might not even talk to you because they don't like it. But you got to stick to your guns, and you just got to grow from it and be strong, even though it's hard. So I'm telling myself that. So I'm listening to my own advice. Mm-hmm. And because you don't know what's going to work. Same with Linda, like you take risks and stuff. But even when you open a company, you're going to take risks with some stuff. Some people might like your clothing design. They might like this. They might like that. I mean, you're always going to get backlash no matter whenever you put yourself out there. And the more you're out there, the more people are going to come at you. So I'm trying to take my own advice today. But to anybody who's new to any of this, it still hurts. Yeah. And it's still hard, because when you get negative energy from people that you love, because it's harder when it comes from people that are close to you than, strangers. It's hard, but you got to just keep going, even if they don't understand it. I don't know if that makes any sense, but
she has my permission to keep doing what she's doing. She's not doing anything wrong.
Terri, I need to talk to you when we're offline, because that's a whole broadcast. Unless, Brian, you want to make a broadcast about it, because I have so much to add to everything you're going through. I've been doing social media now for I don't even know how many years. And I dug my heels in for the first 6 years that social media was even around, because I didn't want to deal with the negativity.
Yeah, it's hard.
Yeah, and then I realized that if I wasn't going to jump on that train, I was going nowhere. I was a trainer in a town, and that was as far as I was going to go. So between family, friends, strangers, it is hard. It is hard. But
and the thing is when you push a little bit of boundaries too, and especially when you're, I'm not conceited, but like when you're a good-looking woman, especially when you're an older woman, it's even harder. Because people are like, you're supposed to like this and you're supposed to act like this.
I know.
I don't want to act like that. This is how I want to act.
I know. Well, what somebody told me once when I mentioned the same thing about my age, they reminded me that not every 50 and 60 and 40 even year old man wants to look at a 22-year-old little girl.
Well, yeah. Okay. So
there's a market for everything.
Okay,
That's
this
right.
is the whole thing with TikTok too, which people that aren't on TikTok don't understand it. So there's also these trends of these dance trends. So people do these weird trends, and some of them push the boundaries, and there's some of them are a little bit, I don't know. First of all, I can't twerk, so there's all these 20-year-old twerkers on there. I'm not going to do that.
Good. I don't think you should be twerking.
I can't twerk.
I don't know why you'd want to. So
I try to do older rock genres, but I do it in a bikini, or I'll do it in like some sexy outfit, and then people are like, "Oh my god, are you doing porn?" I'm like, "No, this is hardly porn. I'm dancing in a bikini. I can go on stage. This is what's funny about it. I can go on stage at a fitness show and be half naked, and no one cares. But if I go on TikTok and I'm jumping around in a bikini to Led Zeppelin, oh my god, you're a porn person. You're a porn."
Let me give you just one little bit of advice about that. Anybody who does shit talk you on TikTok, go on their TikTok and see what they look like.
No, that's not people on shit. This is not what happened. These are people that I've been friends with because I posted this at the Facebook. Who are like that don't get it. And
that's a whole nother story, isn't it?
They don't get it. Yeah, that's another broadcast. Again, I've been there too.
So they don't understand what TikTok's about. So they're like seeing this stuff out of content, and then they're like, what are you trying to, what are you trying to do? So
I
don't know. I've just gotten really frustrated with it because, so we would have me and Linda can have a show about this because it's crazy.
We will. I'll organize one.
Because
but it goes back to the films of this too, because Greg, we've actually had to pick films like this. What was this person trying to do with this film? And then music videos that came up. Is it any good? We get what, do you give them a chance? Tosh, would you give your 45,000 views that you got in 3 weeks away if someone didn't say they liked it, what you were doing? The hell no, you wouldn't. No.
I actually got a hater that said, "Oh, if you're trying to do music as a career, you're basically going to die of hunger." I was like, "Wow, that is."
I cannot wait until you hit your first $1 million, and you're gonna look back at that person. I can't.
Oh my God, Linda, you don't understand. I was so hot. I was like, "There's no way. I've been having such a good day, and this person's gonna come tell me that. Like, come on." Yeah. So I wrote.
I get it every day. I know.
Oh my God. And my mom was like, "Nathasha, you shouldn't respond back. Like if you don't respond, it's just even better." And I'm like, "You're right, but I had to get it out because
so
I was ready to
This is gonna be our panel. So imagine when we put Sherry Nelson in there and Jessica Heim and Victoria. This is our panel is gonna be about what it's like to be these women with movie reviews and more, because they've got their own brands, and I couldn't be prouder of them because they all worked their asses off to get there. Again, Linda had a great rating system. It was a barbell. Nobody else had that. She created it. It still works.
Yeah.
I would be happy to have this crew as part of one of our virtual events. I think that would be a lot of fun. I think our audience would enjoy it, learning about these disparate backgrounds and making through the world, keeping your chin up and getting through this stuff. And boy, oh boy, I stay the hell off of social media as much as I can. I have to use it a lot to promote the festival, but man, I stay out of there because I'm an emotional person. And boy, some of the things you see on there now, especially if it's coming at you, it really makes your blood boil. And so I don't like to go there.
I don't know. I don't have trouble with strangers coming at me because I'm pretty. I've got a pretty thick skin. It's when people I know personally that don't understand what I'm trying to do, and then you try to explain to them, and it comes to how people are living their lives. I mean, if they're like in a different, like if they're not in this industry, they don't get it, and it's just hard to explain it to them. And then it's hard to explain to like my mom's older, so she doesn't get a lot of it, and it's just hard,
Hey, let me tell you, ladies, something. And Greg knows this. When I was telling people what I was going to do with movie reviews and more, and I'm going to take 13 girls and use them as co-hosts. Well, you can't do that, Brian. Well, why not? Nobody does that. I don't care. And I'm going to take people in the world of fitness, in the world of dressage. I'm going to take a model here and there, someone who speaks Portuguese, someone who speaks Mandarin, and I'm going to put them all in the world of movie reviews and more because it's the more part, which is more important. And we're going to be the number one outlet in the world. They started laughing at me. And then when I was doing Qingtown Beer and the restroom kit, and our Lipto hand sanitizer, and Greg, you were there. They didn't know what I was doing with Hollywood Film Festival. Did they? Where are they now? They're all trying to be friends with me now. And you know what I say? You can kiss my black ass in between the crack because I don't care anymore. This is not about pleasing people. This is about helping people.
Yes.
That's really what it's about. So, Linda, we got to talk about you and your daughter, what you made, because you're going to be bringing your product to Beloit. I see that working that way.
That would be great. And, you know, it's funny you say that, Brian, because just the other day, we picked up our first big catering deal. And I mean, we've done this in the past, but this was something that it's for somebody who every single week orders. So week after week, and they want to start by rotating us in, and then we're going to become a permanent fixture. It's for a company. They have about 35, 40 people that they order for once a week. And what they said was, we're tired of feeding them pizza. We want to feed them something that's a little more healthy. And you think it's something that you can handle. And we're absolutely. You know, so we just added 35, 40 more meals to our roster every week, and we're already hitting 200. So, and we just started. We haven't even launched the website yet. That launch, it was supposed to launch yesterday. It's probably going to launch over the weekend. They're working out some kinks. So once that's done, I mean, I'm really excited about this. It's been a long road, but it's really getting there. So we could easily do this. We could easily cater the event, and by that point we will have our own kinks worked out, and we'll know exactly how to present everything.
That's going to be fun, Greg.
I think, yeah. Well, we're trying to put together something for the summer. We're fingers crossed that we're going to actually be able to have something on the ground by, we're hoping, late summer. August 6th is halfway to BIFF 2022.
And that's my birthday.
Are you serious?
I am.
Oh my God.
See, she's going to make a special appearance. That means I got to go out there.
Yeah, we're thinking of doing it's a big weekend in town, and there's going to be a lot of street dances going to be going on up here. Just, fun in the summer sun kind of stuff. And we're thinking adding in a weekend, like a Friday, Saturday, Sunday little mini film festival would be a way to celebrate getting a little bit more back to normal, and the fact that we're halfway to our next festival. We're about bringing in a bicycle component, have a bicycle event with a bicycle film, and
I'll get you one.
So, Linda, I'm just saying, if the coast is clear, you should come up here for that. That would be
great. That would be outstanding. I'll definitely support that.
We got to check her schedule because she's always busy jumping on a plane someplace.
That's true. But if I know in advance, I'll keep that weekend open.
She said it.
Jump on planes. I do not jump out of planes. I would never do that. That is not even number 100 on my bucket.
I misunderstood.
Imagine Linda doing parkour.
I don't jump out of planes.
I happen to travel a lot on the weekends, so that's what he means by that.
Hey, Linda, give you a review of Wonder Woman. When you went to, what was it, iPic Theater to see Wonder Woman?
It was actually a theater in Wisconsin. It was not iPic, but it was a theater in Wisconsin, and it was. I thought it was a great show. I thought it was great. Again, the reviews on it weren't that great, but that usually means I'm going to love it. I don't know how that works, but I thought everything about it was great. Of course, I love the main character. And, there's always a hottie in it with her. And so, of course, they did. It really just was a fabulous, everything about it was great. I thought it kept my suspense.
Yeah, I haven't had a chance to see it, but I'm a sucker for superhero movies. I love all of them.
Yep.
And I just do it. I don't know what it is. That action adventure sci-fi thing, it just takes me away. And I love it. But,
and I'm not a big sci-fi movie person, but when it comes to any of these types of superhero movies, for some reason I just get sucked in. And again, I mean, she's beautiful. You can't take your eyes off her. And then her other co-partner, co-star in the movie. So you put two beautiful people on screen, and you can't take your eyes off the screen.
What's everybody binging right now?
The Warrior on HBO Max.
I'm watching The Blacklist on Netflix.
Oh yeah, good. I love The Blacklist.
I used to watch it when it first started. I watched it all religiously because I love James Spader, but I kind of fell away for whatever reason. You know, things just come and go. But I just got done with Ratchet.
Which one?
Ratchet.
Oh, I haven't seen it.
It's Sarah Paulson. It's like the one fool with a cookie dress nurse Ratchet character. And then I just did what else did I do? Anyway, I gave you a list of all the stuff I'm trying to stay up with what's going on.
Oh, I didn't hear that last one. What was the last one?
What was the last one?
Am I echoing for everybody here?
Yep. There's a little echo.
I Queen's Gambit was the other one.
Oh, Queen's
my
Gambit
God,
is great.
that's what I'm watching right now. I did not think chess was going to be that interesting to me.
Oh, chess is a great game. That's my favorite game. I play chess with people every day.
You sound super fun, Brian.
Oh, Greg, you were there when I played 23 games and I beat everybody.
What?
23 games? Oh my God! I'm gonna call you.
We were at one of the Airbnbs and everybody was playing me, trying to beat me again.
Right, that Airbnb off of Sunset.
Yep, I beat everybody a couple times. It was 23 games.
Wow,
one after another.
Yeah, I'm not a chess player, but I love that movie or that series.
That series, it's very good. I haven't finished it, but it's I have a new love for chess now because of it.
Wow.
Oh, so you want to know how it ends? I had to.
Hey, Greg, give your social media websites for BIFF and everything. We got about 3 minutes.
Everything's at Beloit Film Fest. It's BeloitFilmFest.org is our website, and Beloit Film Fest at Beloit Film Fest for Instagram and Twitter and Facebook.
And then Tosh, slowly give him yours so he can look everything up for you.
Yeah.
So I am on Instagram. Well, everywhere. You can find me as Vocally Tosh. That's like my handle. But my artistic name is my real name, which is Nathasha Rumbos. So watch out, Greg. Yep. There's a silent H after the T, just so you know.
Rumbos. Okay.
Rumbos. Yes.
Rumbos. RUMBOS.
Yes.
Okay.
And you'll find me there. I also have my website, NathashaRumbosmusic.com, and you can see all my songs, my music video, and then some press that I've had. So I'm very happy and excited for this journey. No one's gonna stop me, even those haters.
Terri, go ahead, real quick.
Bravo.
Oh, everything is at Terri Marie Nonstop on all platforms, or Nonstop Terri Marie, either one way or the other. On all platforms: Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok. It's all there.
And Linda?
Linda Steele Fit Bod, Linda Steele Hot Bod.
Easy enough. So I've got to say this. I like, Greg, having you on. It's a pleasure and honor. We want to do something every 6 weeks with everybody leading up to this, because time does go really, really quickly. That's a good thing. And we kind of already know how to set everything up going into the following year with this, but there'll be other things coming down because time will go quickly. And I couldn't be happier than where we are right now in the world. Today, Terri, tomorrow, probably right now, Terri, we're at 1.1 million views on the Flex 24 show. Can you believe that? 1.1. I never saw that coming.
Congrats.
It's unbelievable. So with that, I have to always end up with this. If you see somebody without a smile, please give them one of yours because the world needs it. Brian Sebastian, movie reviews and more. Thank you, Linda Steele. Thank you, Nonstop. Thank you, Vocally Tosh. Greg, Gerard, thank you so much. And we will see you next week.
Bye, Brian. I love you, man.
Bye.
Bye. Goodbye, ladies.
Guys.